And please rise for our graduating class of 2025.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Chris Tebow, and I'm the principal of Somersworth High School. I want to begin by welcoming you all to the Somersworth High School and Career Technical Center's Class of 2025 graduation event. I'm incredibly thankful to be here today, together as one community, in the shared purpose of giving the Class of 2025 an exciting and memorable graduation. I would also like to thank our hosts here at the UNH Whittemore Center for their flexibility and hospitality in allowing us to use this space. To begin, I would ask everyone to please rise for the national anthem, which will be performed by the Somersworth High School Select Choir. Welcome again to the Class of 2025 graduation event. I would like to begin by saying thank you to all of you who have worked so hard to make this day possible, from school personnel and administration to students, families, school board members, and community members. None of this would have been possible without your help and support. And I want to take a moment to recognize our Somersworth High School Class of 2025 advisor, Mr. Eric Engelfinger, who has worked alongside this class for the last 4 years. To the Class of 2025, time is a funny thing. It is slow when you want it to speed up and goes by quickly when you would prefer things slow down. To this point, and for much of your childhood, you could not wait for time to move forward. Couldn't wait to get to high school, couldn't wait for the next athletic season, drama production, performance, or summer vacation. Could not wait for prom, then senior year, then senior week, and now graduation. And here you are, on the precipice of a major change in your lives, filled with energy, excitement, and anxiety about what comes next, ready and prepared, but also maybe for the first time in your lives, wishing that time had moved just a bit more slowly. So, take some time now and the days to come to reflect. Even as you are consumed by the whirlwind that is graduation, grad parties, and planning for next steps, take time to think about where you are, how you got here, and who helped. Take time to appreciate those around you, your parents, families, friends, teachers, and others who helped you along the way and were there when things got tough. Take time to reflect on your experience in high school, the good and positive, yes, but also the difficult and the challenging. Think about what you learned from those experiences. And finally, use the days and weeks to come to take time for yourself. Explore and pursue interests and hobbies, prepare for college or career, be curious and be introspective. From this point on, time will move more and more quickly. You will go in different directions, experience success and failure, and make choices that have a direct, significant, and meaningful impact on the rest of your lives. You will gain new friendships and lose old ones. You will learn and grow. Many of you will leave home and explore and experience a new level of freedom and independence. Take with you the lessons you learned here, from your teachers, from each other, and from this community. Give back when and how you can, and always remember where you came from. Time is a funny thing, so enjoy the here and now, the time that you have with friends and family, the memories that you make together. You have your whole lives ahead of you and the whole world in front of you. Set your goals high and be relentless in the pursuit of your passion. Seize your moments and take advantage of the opportunities that your time provides. And remember, no matter where you are or what you do, you will always be hilltoppers. Congratulations, Class of 2025, and thank you for all you have done for our community. I will now introduce John Shea, Superintendent of Schools, who will deliver the opening remarks.
Thank you, Principal Tebow. Good evening, everyone, members of the Class of 2025, your loved ones, family, friends, and educators. Tonight is all about the 65 high school students here before us, not much more than an hour away from being high school graduates and Somersworth alumni, Hilltoppers for life. And I know they know that tonight is also about their parents, their family, their friends, the loved ones who came before us, and the teachers, counselors, paraeducators, coaches, advisors, and all of the school district staff that all helped them get to this moment and this graduation ceremony. But the one thing in particular, one thing only I would like to offer here at the start of this evening is the connection of all of this, right here, right now, you, the members of the Class of 2025, to something much bigger. You all know what it is, but I worry we generally forget about it. We take it for granted. And now is most certainly not a good time to forget it or take it for granted. An idea that took hold here in the United States during the second half of the 19th century, universal public education, came to be grounded in the collaborative commitments of our federal government, state governments like that of New Hampshire, and local communities such as Somersworth. Stop and think about it. We pool our resources and work together to provide a quality education, not always perfect, but always the very best we can do with the resources we have, from pre-K or kindergarten through high school graduation, for all of our kids, all of them, regardless of family income, regardless of race, regardless of religion, regardless of sexuality or gender, regardless of any learning differences, special needs, or disabilities, and regardless of where you were born. If you live in Somersworth, our schools are for you. They are your schools, free at the point of delivery, an investment in you and all of our kids, and in the long-term health of a more sustainable economy and in our nation's fragile democracy. Public schools don't just serve our students, nor just our students and their families. Public schools like Somersworth High School, Somersworth Middle School, Maplewood Elementary, and Idlehurst Elementary School, they serve all of us. They serve our broader community and our nation. The 65 young women, young men, young adults, human beings, exceptional in their own different ways, some ways already obvious, and other ways yet to be discovered. They are the living, breathing, human, inspiring evidence of one of the best ideas this country has ever pulled off: universal public education, uniquely American. The class of 2025 has spent the better part of the last year, the last several years, the last 13 years, learning together, learning to work together, to study together, to play together, to compete together, and to live together on this planet. They have not always gotten along perfectly, but they mostly have. And that's despite some rather high-profile, powerful, affluent individuals who are not particularly good role models. You don't need them. You know who you are. And I know they have regularly looked out for one another and stepped up to take care of each other, perhaps the most important thing any of us does on this planet. They are headed to SNHU, UNH, and Plymouth State, to Great Bay Community College and Durham Tech, to Babson, Dartmouth, and St. Anselm, to vocational programs in automotive, electrical, and cosmetology, and into the United States Navy. They are scholars, artists, entrepreneurs, athletes, musicians, creators, scientists, writers, sailors, and dreamers. Not all of them were born in this country. And for those who were, they generally have parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents who were not, who came here from other countries. Thank you, class of 2025, for being who you are and for reminding us that the ideal of universal public education, for reminding us about what the ideal of universal public education is all about. It is about inclusiveness. It is fundamentally about equitable opportunity. And there is no getting around the diversity of all types that we collectively bring to this evening. It is who we are, beautifully so. But here's the thing. None of us can take this idea, nor this ideal of universal public education for granted. If we do, I promise you, I am certain it will be gone within a generation. If we care about it, we need to fully engage, participate, speak up, act up, and vote accordingly. In a world where there is plenty to care about, I hope we keep this, protecting universal public education, near the top of the list. And another thing, the last thing, we should never take for granted, especially all of you, the 65 members of the class of 2025 before us, 68 in all, 65 joining us tonight. You are from Somersworth. And one of the many things Somersworth does well is, when necessary, when just, when the right thing to do, we have the conviction to punch up. And given that you are almost high school graduates, about 4 or 5 minutes closer than when I first came up to the podium, I know you know that you don't punch up with your hands. You punch up with your head and your heart, with your words, your actions, your brain. I know you've got this. You better. So thank you. Please take good care of each other tonight and always.
Thank you, Superintendent Shea. It is now my privilege to introduce the Somersworth High School and Career Technical Center Concert Choir, who will perform Defying Gravity by Stephen Schwartz.
This features Sophia Jeffries on the solo in the beginning of this tune.
Something has changed within me. Something is not the same. I'm through with playing by the rules of someone else's game. Too late for second guessing. Too late to go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts. Close my eyes and leave. It's time to try defying gravity. I think I'll try defying gravity, and you can't hold me down. I'm flying free. To those who ground me, take a message back from me. Tell them how I'm defying gravity. I'm flying high, defying gravity, and soon I'll match them in renown. And nobody in all of us, no wizard that there is or was, is ever gonna bring me
Thank you, students, for that wonderful rendition. It is now my pleasure to introduce the class of 2025 salutatorian Caitlin Whitman.
Good evening, everyone, faculty, friends, families, and most importantly, the class of 2025. I'm truly thankful for the opportunity to be standing here with all of you, sharing a moment that once felt so far away. For those who I had the same third grade class with, you might remember the field trip to UNH. We sat right up there and were told we'd be back one day to graduate. I don't know about you guys, but I thought it was absolutely ridiculous. That and getting our school usernames and wondering what the 25 at the end of our names meant. The idea of graduating in that year felt impossibly distant. And yet, here we are. We've all taken different paths to get to this point. Some of us started at Idlehurst or Maplewood, and others came from different schools entirely. Some of us have grown up together, while others joined more recently. Each journey was its own, some smooth, some rocky, some full of unexpected turns. But regardless of where we began, we've all arrived at the same place, sitting extremely close together, ready to cross the stage. And I mean really close together. Parents may not know this, but for graduation practice, we were briefed by Bluen and Tebow just how close the seats were, and I still don't think any of us were prepared. Of course, none of us got here alone. Maybe it was a parent waking us up every morning, or a friend reminding us of a due date, or even a teacher offering advice for when we needed it most. To the unsung heroes, thank you. I'm going to be honest with everybody in this room. I struggled to write this speech a lot. I kept thinking I needed to tell a story that would somehow connect us all, something personal, something profound. I thought that if I could share the right experience, if I was vulnerable enough, maybe I'd strike a deep chord that would leave everyone walking out of here inspired. But the more I tried, the more I realized we're all too different. The truth is, we are different, every single one of us. We come from different places, we all have different experiences, interests, aspirations. What we've lived for, felt for, feared for, fought for, no one can fully understand. And yet, what makes us strong is exactly that, our individuality, our ability to be our own people, not just copies of what we think we're supposed to be, but real, complicated, messy, unfinished versions of ourselves. True strength comes from embracing who we are. Despite our differences, we still ended up here, being ourselves together. As we move forward into college, careers, and uncertainty, remember that life isn't something waiting for us in the future. Be present, be honest, and be yourself. And so, to us, for the final time as the class of 2025, congratulations, we made it. Thank you.
Thank you, Caitlin. At this time, I am proud to announce your class president and class of 2025 valedictorian, Abigail Lambert.
Good evening, family, friends, and class of 2025. I am honored to be standing here tonight as the senior class president and 2025 valedictorian. Now, I could give you the standard speech on surviving difficult classes or COVID challenges, but that's already been done before. So I figured I'd offer a new perspective. As many of you know, rugby is my thing. So of course, that's what my speech is going to be about. But come on, people, rugby's the best. I mean, it's the most fun you can have with 13 of your friends and a hooker. Whoa, Tebow, calm down. It's a rugby position, don't worry. Get a load of this guy. Anyways, I'd like to share with you some lessons I've learned from playing rugby over the past 5 years. The first lesson I learned from rugby is to always leave the jersey better than you found it. Some of you might have heard this before from the movie Miracle, or if you live within a 3-mile radius of the high school, you have likely heard my dad shouting about it on the football field. When you put on a jersey, you represent more than yourself. The name on the front means a hell of a lot more than the name on the back. Because we emphasize team identity and unity over individual recognition. The class of 2025 has truly left their jerseys and our school in a better place. Whether you did it as a part of one of our wonderful varsity teams, like the 2 state volleyball champions, the 3 state football championships, or part of an incredible theater performance in Little Shop and Mean Girls, or learning a trade, or passing national and state certifications from our CTC classes, or representing our school in front of millions for the Macy's Day Parade. Together, we all bleed blue. We have left the jersey better than we found it and proved how very proud we are to be Hilltoppers. One of my favorite and most unique aspects of rugby is the sheer and unparalleled level of respect. Respect for the referee, your opponent, and most of all, your team. The culture of rugby is unlike anything I've ever experienced before. In rugby, you respect your opponent because without them, you would not have the opportunity to play the game. The level of competition is fierce, but after a match, everyone celebrates together, sharing food, drinks, and friendship. Just like in a rugby match, and life in general, our high school experience was not without its dropped passes, high tackles, and poor calls by the ref. But through it all, we must always remember to respect ourselves and respect each other. Take senior splashing, for example. We managed to remember to respect the game and have fun above everything else. Is that over yet, by the way? Bailey? Ooh, better get that rolling. Respectfully. Rugby also taught me about servant leadership, with the phrase, "sweep the sheds." It's about doing your job and doing it properly, serving something greater than yourself, never leaving a task undone with an expectation that someone else will do it for you. This simple motto means to lead by example, have the humility to do the little tedious tasks that are often overlooked or brushed off. Be extraordinary at doing ordinary things. It's about having the personal discipline to not accept mediocrity and focus on your goals. From picking up after sports game to community service and National Honor Society events like teacher luncheons, our SHS community is at its best when we are sweeping the sheds. Because no one looks after the toppers. We look after ourselves. Simply put, rugby has taught me to never do things half-assed, especially push-ups. Right, Tebow? So remember, wherever life takes you in the future, do everything, even the small things, especially the small things, to the very best of your ability. The last thing I want family members, students, and teachers to learn from me, from rugby, is to be vulnerable. For it is impossible to show courage without being vulnerable. Nowhere is this more prevalent than on the rugby pitch. Let me paint you a picture. No pads, facing determined opposition, no protection other than those who stand beside you. Just like they stand there, just like you, they stand there fully vulnerable. But also just like you, they stand with courage because you stand together. These are the people who, no matter what, will have your back and be there for you. You are absolutely nothing without your team. This year, every one of us have had moments of complete vulnerability, moments where we felt alone or exposed. But in those moments, we found our people. We found courage by relying on each other and our supporters, trusting teachers to teach us a trade, to leap into the workforce, or write recommendation letters, or ask questions about scholarships and college applications. We have all had some help to get us here today. No one should have to do it alone. Everyone's teams look a little different. Maybe it's teachers, siblings, parents, family, friends, or coaches. The point is that whenever you feel vulnerable in life, know that you are courageous because you are never alone. You always have your team. Seniors, as we turn our tassels in a few moments, I hope all of you think about who's on your team and thank them for helping you find the courage. And everyone here, in fact, should take the time to thank the people that helped you get here today. The people who are with you today in mind, body, or in spirit, because we never say thank you enough. So class of 2025, let's remember, we are all a part of each other's team, and that wherever lies ahead of us, we can take these lessons from rugby and tackle our future. Thank you.
Thank you, Abby, and congratulations, students, on all that you have accomplished. At this time, our SHS concert choir will perform a rendition of the Irish Blessing with music and arrangement by Joyce Eilers-Basic. Thank you, students. At this time, it is my distinct pleasure to present Mr. Devin Stanley, your Class of 2025 commencement speaker.
Thanks for inviting me to speak tonight. I think this is the most important thing that I have ever been asked to do. And thank you, friends, family, adoring fans of these people, not me, for showing up, and for showing up for the last 18 years. This is what it's all about. If you were at the senior awards ceremony last week, you watched me realize that I've taught every single kid here, except for one, but he seems like a nice guy. So writing this speech was kind of hard. How do you say goodbye to 70 people that you spent the last 7 years of your life with? The students said I should just come up here and make a fart noise into the mic and walk away. I decided I won't do that, so I'll have to pull out the other speech. Friends, I have known you for a quarter of my entire life. We've been through middle school together, we went through high school together, and a million other things, like recently the roast of Mr. Stanley. So at this point, I gotta think I'm the expert on Gen Z, right? Skibbity toilet? Chicken jockey. Unfortunately, nobody ever wants to listen to my expertise, probably because I'm a teacher and nobody wants to listen to their teacher. On the other hand, I spend a lot of time listening to what other people have to say, specifically what they have to say about you. Whenever I tell someone I'm a teacher, they give me the same spiel, the same song and dance. Oh, God bless you. I could never. Kids these days, you know? And I always respond sarcastically, no, I don't know. Tell me about kids these days. I've never met one. And it's always the same. They call you entitled. They call you weak. They call you lazy. And I've had this conversation so many times. But for once, you're all forced to listen to your teacher. Otherwise, you don't get your diploma. Here's what I want you to know. Here's what I tell everybody when they tell me about kids these days. There's nothing entitled about wanting to be able to afford a house or health care, on a college degree, and a full-time job. There's nothing weak about treating people of all kinds with respect, about standing up to injustice, and about wanting to feel safe at school. And there's nothing lazy about the apathy and the anxiety that you feel in the face of a country that seems to progressively prioritize the wealth and privilege of billionaires over the health and success of normal people like you. There are people out there that love to blame you for their problems. They love to blame you for when you were born. But as a famous philosopher once said, that philosopher being Mewtwo from Pokemon, the circumstances of one's birth are irrelevant. It's not about when or where you were born. It's what you do with the gift of life that determines who you are. You choose your label. You're the master of your own destiny. And I've seen you do it already. The empathy that you show for one another, the strength that you've shown in the face of so much adversity over the last few years, You're already on the path to making the world a brighter place. You inspire me to be better. I'm gonna miss you. And I'm really, really sad to see you leave. But I'm at peace with it because I know you're gonna go out there and you're gonna do so many amazing things. You're gonna make the world a better place. Every single morning for the last 7 years, I've woken up, I've come to school, and I've seen hope. You're good people. You're great people. Most importantly, you're my favorite people. And I am so proud of you. But remember, it doesn't matter what other people say about you. It doesn't matter what I say about you. It matters what you say about yourself. So now you need to go out there and you need to take control. You need to take control of your narrative. You need to write your own story. And as your English teacher and as your friend, I can't wait to read what you write. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Stanley. Please put your hands together for our Somersworth High School and Career Technical Center Band, who will perform No Time to Die by Billie Eilish. Thank you, students. At this point, I will welcome our CT Director, Caitlin Carrington, Associate Principal, Michael Bluen, and Athletic Director, Steve Hodson, who will recognize 3 outstanding seniors for special awards.
The Dr. Harold Adams Award. This award is given annually to the student exhibiting the greatest all-around progress during the past school year. The progress is measured through scholastic achievement, service, and character. This year's recipient is Kenny West. Come on up.
The Jacqueline Furlan Memorial Award. This award is given in memory of Mrs. Furlan, a Latin teacher at Somersworth High School. This is awarded to a senior who most exemplifies the qualities of warmth, sincerity, sense of humor, enthusiasm, positive attitude, school spirit, and a genuine interest in others. This year's recipient is Ariana Carter.
The Unified Physical Education Award. This award is given in recognition of the unified athletes who contributed most to our community through their participation in adaptive physical education and unified sports. In his time at Somersworth High School, this award recipient has overcome barriers, demonstrated tremendous school spirit, and made incredible positive connections with students and staff. We are honored to be able to recognize and celebrate him here tonight. This year's recipient is Braden Walden.
Congratulations, students. At this time, we will begin our conferral of diplomas. I will call the name of the class of 2025 president, who, along with the vice president, will announce the name of each graduating senior. Marshals, please prepare the class of 2025 to receive their diplomas. Class President, Abigail Mallory Lambert.
Vice President Sophia Kathleen Jeffries. Secretary Catherine Grace Zotis. Historian Caitlin Elizabeth Whitman. Treasurer Dana Rose Dyer. Make sure you pose. Frederick Ilham Andrian. Blaine T. Belanger. Alice Isaiah Bisco. Skylar Brooke Boone. Roman Clayton Bradley. Amy Lee Bramhall. Make sure you pose. Alexander Charles Brown. Cameron J. Brown. Ariana Haley Carter. Pose. Angelina Champfong. Pose for your picture. Alyssa Sue Clark. Pose for your picture. Julio Alexis de Jesus. Pose. Naomi Marie Doucette. Lily Mae Doyon.
Xander Michael Dyer. Autumn Farnham. Peyton Rochelle Fossa. Lucas Brian L. Gina. Abigail May Grant. Zachary James Gray. Lily Cecile Hamilton. Kyle Leon Hebert. Emily Esther Heffler. Alyssa J. Hill. Tatum Blue Keating. William Winslow Jirage Kabuka. Jameson Tyler Knapp. Ezekiel Lorian. Lillian Tabitha Locke. Alyssa Jaden Losey. Ian Michael Marsh. Carmine Jack Martin. Cloud Achilles Martinez. Saya Lynn McKay.
Kaylee Marie Merrifield. Madison Faith Moran. Congrats, Maddie. Mia Alexandra Morel. Thaddeus Francis Paradise Collins. Emily Lynn Patterson. Crystal Perez. Neela Marley Phillips. Isaac J. Plord. Lindsay Elizabeth Quintel. Thomas Stephen Reese. Jordan Robles. Victoria Senduk. William Jeffrey Snedden. Brooke Soul. Bailey Naomi Senyando. Peyton Elizabeth Stone. Hasib Tariq. Evelyn A. Tajoa. Dimianus Usmani. Braden John Walden.
Anna Grace Walker. Ethan Paul Walker. Mallory Page Walsh. Kendrick R.C. West. Mia Jacqueline Westfall. Nahum Stacy Yoder.
Congratulations to the members of the class of 2025, and thank you to all of our graduation speakers, particularly our students who worked so hard to be here today. I just want to take a moment to recognize a few people for their hard work and dedication in putting this event together. One, the team at UNH for their flexibility and support, our sound and AV personnel, including Mr. Bill Rogers for the live stream broadcast. Once again, Mr. Eric Engelfinger for his hard work as the class of 2025 advisor and all the work he did to prepare for today. The team at Somersworth High School, including Caitlin Carrington, Mike Bluen, Melanie Chase Benoit, Christine Rush, Christy O'Brien, and Donna Robeson for the tremendous job they did behind the scenes organizing everything and making sure all students had what they needed. Facilities Director Jay Lilly and our amazing custodial staff for all the work they did to transport, set up, and prepare the facilities. Superintendent Shea for his opening remarks. School Board Chair Larson for helping us to hand out the diplomas. She has been a strong advocate for the class of 2025. Members of our Somersworth community, including the faculty, staff, school board members who are in attendance, thank you for everything you have done to support this class. I also want to take a moment to thank and recognize the mayor of the city of Somersworth, our very own Mr. Matt Girding, who is here on stage tonight. And please help me to recognize Madison Moran of the class of 2025. Madison has joined the Navy and will be participating in basic training. Finally, it has been a tradition at Somersworth High School to recognize the two highest achieving members of our junior class as graduation marshals. This year, our junior marshals, who are currently number 1 and number 2 in the class of 2026, are Jack Rossiter and Bradley Addison. Great job. At this time, I would like to welcome Abby Lambert, class of 2025 president, back on stage for the turning of the tassel. Marshals, please stand the class.
Traditionally, the moving of the tassel at graduation is called the turning of the tassel. It symbolizes one's transition from candidate to graduate. Standard protocol dictates that the tassel be worn on the right side of one's mortarboard during commencement and then after the ceremony moved to the left side. Class of 2025, please join me on the count of 3 to turn your tassels to the left side. 1, 2, 3.
It is now my great pleasure to introduce to the Somersworth community the Somersworth High School and Career Technical Center class of 2025. We are so proud of you. At this point, I will ask our faculty and staff to rise and form a gauntlet for our graduates to walk through as they recess. Yeah. Marshals, please prepare the class of 2025 for the recessional. This concludes today's event. Feel free to remain here for pictures. Thank you for your participation, and I wish you a safe, healthy, and happy summer.